Okay, our first contestant today is Richard Castillo. Richard is the head of IT at the property management firm EFM.
Hi, I'm Richard Castillo. I'm the head of IT at EFM. EFM are primarily a property management company. We specialise in shopping centres. The reason I'm here to talk to you today is about the manageability of what we've got. I'll start by saying that my role didn't exist until 10 months ago. Until then, nobody was actually in-house guiding and steering our IT and how it grew and developed. EFM was established in 2003, and in that time, most of the growth has been achieved through acquisition. So my role started 10 months ago, and what I have now got to do in this role is not only take stock of what we've currently got, but also guide us through to the future.
Sort of take you back through the last 10 months a little. Have you made any acquisitions since you've been in post?
Yes. In August we completed a €1.1 billion acquisition. We bought a portfolio of 10 shopping centres in and around Stockholm.
Okay. Could I just ask you to sort of step me through what was your role in the commercial due diligence before that acquisition was made?
My role was really to assess the IT systems and make sure that from day one people were going to be able to continue working.
Yeah. So, obviously you talked a lot about the practicalities there. How much did you get to see things like a physical inventory of what was there before, get to understand what the breakpoints and all the contracts were, really what the commercial heart of the IT that was going to drop into your lap was?
Hardware and software inventories were non-existent, and I had to conduct extensive interviews to try and get this information together. It was, I'm thinking of an analogy along the line of blood and stones. Yeah. It was a major challenge, and it wasn't fulfilled adequately, unfortunately. I was thrown into this 2 months after I'd started, and so I did the best I could with the people who were responsible for that at the time. It was marginally flawed. It wasn't too bad. It was fairly smooth when it came to the crunch.
Just as an observation, a lot of savings on M&A tend to be able to be knocked out in the first 30 or 60, 90 days after the deal closes.
Right.
But it does mean that your IT people do need to be a big integral part of the commercial DD team.
Yeah.
It's because you don't know what you're going to be solving, and it can actually do things like materially affect the strike price of the deal.
Yeah, well, interesting enough, because my role was so new, I think a lot of people didn't see the value in involving me to a particularly great extent in the business side. Yeah. They probably just saw me as the IT bloke.
Yeah, I mean, there's millions at stake as commercial difference if you get the commercial DD wrong in terms of even just software deals.
Clearly some things there that you feel you're going to be able to take away and start thinking about and putting into action straight away. The panel are in there now trying to think of a challenge for you to take away as a starting place for that over the next couple of weeks. Any ideas what you think they might be coming up with?
I kind of suspect it's going to be a 30, 60, 90-day plan, actually. That's probably the one that's going to be most valuable. I think that came out and amongst all four of them. Yeah. So I expect it to be that. Okay.
Well, good luck with your challenge, and good luck with solving all the business problems you've been presenting to the panel.
Thank you very much. Hello again.
Hi, Richard. Firstly, thanks for the presentation. Really interesting. It's obviously you're faced with some big challenges over the period ahead. To help you in that one, we'd want to suggest a task in two parts for you. Okay. Context of the task is that you're obviously going to go through another round of acquisitions of various scales in your business. An opportunity to show that IT could make major contribution to the P&L of those acquisitions. What we'd like you to do is look at the task in two parts. One is to come up with an inventory of tasks and information that you would gather as part of the due diligence for that next acquisition. Because you said you were involved in part of the previous acquisitions, but not all. Yeah. So I'd like you to come up with what is your ideal shopping list of commercial, financial and technical information that you would want to get from the due diligence team the next deal comes around. Yeah. Challenge 2, as part of that, is to say, what is your 30, 60, 90-day plan going to look like? What are all the major tasks? How do they fit together? And how are you going to show that you can control and drive value out of that acquisition in that first 90 days? And just as an added hint into that, if you were able to go back over the last 1 or 2 acquisitions and use some of the examples from there to illustrate what didn't work in those and how a more controlled approach could generate more value, we think that would be a great way to illustrate the value IT can bring into those DD deals.
Okay, I'm up for that.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much.